need a wave?
Well, I thought you meant get up and wave.
Hello, I'm Dusty, and I will be talking to you today over the topic of sales. My research and professionalism in this field has further excelled me into learning and talking about this topic. And I've had several years in entrepreneurship and retail as my background. I've worked at Cavender's for 2 years, and I've had many years of entrepreneurship otherwise. So as everyone plays a role as a customer or a salesperson, I feel like this speech is relevant and can play in everyday life to every one of y'all, whether y'all be salesmen or customers. So my research paired with my personal experience will help me explain to y'all a better way for you to go about dealing with salesmen whenever you walk into a store and are confronted with these people. So by Merriam-Webster's definition, sales is to give up property to another for something of value such as money. So leading into that, the first sales in the United States was snake oil in the 1800s, early 1800s. They used this as a placebo remedy for illnesses, real illnesses, and they took this and used it and rebought from these suppliers, and they made money via that way. So salesmen came from snake oil and placebo remedies such as sugar pills and so on. And then came money trusts in the late 1800s, and then finally the biggest contributor to sales was the Ford Motor Company. When they started producing things via the assembly line, they took 1.5 million people and put them out into the world and used them as salespeople to exemplify their product. So these people in 1923 used the opportunity of sales to make a move on their product. My personal sales techniques include strategies such as don't come on too strong, don't be too pushy, and asking personal questions such as where do you live, where are you from, what job do you hold, so on and so forth. And the more you know, the more you can relate to the customer, the more you can relate the product to the customer. And if they have a certain way about them, you can kind of relate the product that you're selling towards the people that you're selling it to. So by Shopify.com, this is how sales works. They use psychological triggers such as reciprocity, commitment, and liking. Reciprocity is basically putting a product in a person's hand so they feel the need that they want to buy this product. They want to own it via their own, that they want to have it. So commitment would be getting a customer to say, yes, I want to buy this product, and yes, I want to own this product. Getting them to say a small commitment so that you are reassuring them that they're going to buy this. They're going to buy this product. So with that, the last psychological trigger would be liking. Liking is basically building a repertoire with your customer. So salesperson and customers have to have a great bond in order for the salesperson to relate and to sell this customer on what they are trying to give away. If you don't have a great relationship with your customer, your odds of selling this product are going to go down greatly. The next thing would be the necessity of sales. So by Oxford College's research, they state that the sales bridge the gap between the consumer and the product. So we as salespeople bridge you to buying this pair of Ostrich Lucchese boots, or a shirt that you're really liking. We know that product. We're building that trust with you there. If we tell you something, that it's going to be true, and we're getting you to buy that, getting you to feel comfortable about buying that product. It also states that the sales signify customer retention. So a salesperson goes out there, and if they don't build a good foundation with this customer, the customer is less likely to come back and reuse your store, reuse your products, and so on and so forth. And lastly, by yourbusiness.com is growth. Growth in a salesperson's mind is probably not the first choice, the first thing in their mind every day. But as you go on and you start building your years in the sales community and entrepreneurship and so on, you start seeing the bigger picture of all the sales. And by their growth, you see the company's growth, and you see the growth in the nation and so on. And then lastly, we'll talk about what sales reps do and their benefits. Sales representatives by Bait.com is saying that salesmen are looking for ways to help a new and existing customer. So we help existing customers come in. They already know what they're looking for. They know what they're going to, whereas a new customer would come in, doesn't know the lay of the land. We need to get on them, greet them with a respect that they deserve, and then thank them for coming into our store and show them our product. So, and then it also states that salesmen are also in charge of organizing product or placement. So if you don't know as a salesman where your product is and what you're selling, how are you going to sell it to somebody that knows almost exactly the same as you do? And it also says it is a responsibility to know what quarterly goals are. This also is a probably lesser thought in a salesman's mind is quarterly goals, unless you're dealing with like a car dealership or something big. Generally, that's going to be thought out by the general manager, assistant manager, district, area, regional, and more higher up in the food chain, so to speak. But salesmen really do need to concentrate on quarterly goals and reaching those goals and exceeding those goals to make their company strive. So the benefits of sales is given to me by salescareer.com. The career benefits of a salesperson would be a large margin of income, and it's a fluctuating income. So this also is given a supplement. Sales is given supplements as well, such as like trips and commission and bonuses regularly, and going on eccentric business and career extenuating trips. As a personal benefit towards sales, you're going to have a confidence builder. You'll have vocal practice as you go on and talk to customers, cold customers and warm customers both. And you'll learn reverse psychology in a sense, and learn more how to get the customer trusting you and how to put that product in their hands. And you'll learn more about product knowledge and how to treat others as you would like to be treated. So this concludes my topic. Today I spoke with you over sales, the benefits history, and that concludes my topic. Are there any questions?
Okay.
What's a business person called?
A business person is frequently called a professional or an entrepreneur, such as I was just telling you. And they just exemplify how sales brings up through the ranks from sales all the way up to the CEO of a business. Business person being the head of the corporation. Yes.
Explain what an angry customer is.
An angry customer and how you deal with it would be, say a customer comes in and they bring in a product from another store perfectly, no mistakes within the product at all, just a different wrong size. And you have the same product in your store. Say we're talking about shoes or something like that. So you bring in this product, we tell you that we can't take it just because it's a different store, even though you have the receipt and everything else. That would be kind of starting a confrontational attitude towards a retailer or anything like that. So how we would deal with that situation is we would, as salespeople, first grab a manager and talk to the manager, tell them the situation, inform them on what's happening. And then we would bring them up to the register or wherever they happen to be and talk to this customer, explain to them that this is not our store, we can't take this product that you're giving us, even though you have all your T's and I's dotted and crossed, and we can't take it. But yes.
What's the difference between warm and cold customer?
A warm and
And
cold
how do you
customer.
know when you go from cold to warm?
So a warm customer would be a customer that's come into your store before, you talk to them, they're familiar with you. You've already built that bond between you and that customer.
You have their product that they want.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And a cold customer would be a customer that you've never spoken to before. In a calling world, as a tele-entrepreneur or anything like that, a cold customer would be just a number that you haven't called. You've never spoke to them in your life. You're relaying your product to them, trying to grasp them and bring them into your product.